the quantum of the money is too gargantuan. That's how I would describe it. It's money that if you sit back and actually, you know, think about going into the pockets of about 22 people, is mind-boggling. The reason why we are pursuing them is that they have caused serious financial, loss to the states. And as a country, we are already broke. Recently, our nurses were on rampage, requesting for better conditions of service. The government claimed there's no money. And you get these huge amounts, 548 million Ghana cedis, going into the pockets of some few greedy, ordinary Ghanaians. First of all, I think that those who are calling for the money to be retrieved are making very cogent arguments. Because after all, why are we prosecuting them? We are doing so because they have caused serious mess in this country. We are doing so because they have looted money that are meant for development. So they have a genuine case I will never, argue against. But I'm also totally supporting those who are also claiming that, yes, the money is important. It is our money. And by hook or crook, we have to retrieve the money. But we shouldn't retrieve the money and let them go scot-free. There should be some sort of deterrent. I mean, what signals are we sending? That when you're a public officer and you are in office of trust, you can just milk the coffers of the states. And if you are not lucky and you are not caught, then you go scot-free. But if you are caught, maybe you have actually done some investment somewhere, then you have to, by now you can even get the money in double or triple fold. You can just pay and go scot-free. So I think it wouldn't be, deterrent enough if we just ask them to pay.
Back the money.
Of course, see, the person, there should be still some kind of deterrent. People are always afraid to go to the prisons. Of course, what the Attorney General is doing by organizing press conferences and actually naming these, excuse me to say, alleged criminals, itself alone is a deterrent, but not a deterrent enough. Because once the name is out, Gifty Owari, I mean, people mind everything about her now is someone who is, excuse me to say, a criminal or a thief. That alone is very shameful enough and as a deterrent, but not a deterrent enough. We have to, send a very strong message to all those who are occupying similar offices that when you are caught, you are not only going to be asked, to actually produce the money. Of course, they have properties. This money, they didn't use it to buy fried rice or chicken and, spent it a day. They actually did investment. And that is why the Attorney General, is actually doing everything possible to track some of their investment because the money will be retrieved. And after retrieving, we have to jail them. Maybe situation where we can pardon them in one way or the other is when they cooperate with the state investigation agencies. That, look, I know I have faulted, but I think the money you're requesting for, what we have stolen is even more. My boss, Ekuyako, also did this, that, and he has not been captured. So we can entertain something like plea bargaining because of such gargantuan revelation. Maybe you will be going to jail for like 10 years, but because of these assistants you have brought to bear, you will not get the maximum of all punishments. You'll get the minimum. Maybe instead of, let's say, 25 years in jail, they can reduce you to what, like 2 years or 5 years in jail because of your cooperation with state agencies, investigative agencies, to identify other people who actually stole that, these investigation hasn't captured. For all you know, what we are seeing is even the tip of the iceberg. If payroll alone, we have been able to identify such a rot, then what about issue about procurement? I mean, some of the things they buy and all those, I'm sure they quadruple the price. All these things should be investigated.